I make a lot of videos calling out Christians for ways they can tend to be a little intellectually compromised. So, in an ongoing effort to strike a balance, here is part 2 of how to be a Christian without intellectual compromise, encountering the Bible. This really needs to be prefaced with part 1, so if you haven't watched that yet, please hit the comments and follow it back and watch that. So, picking up from where we left off, our hypothetical person, Sam, is looking to go from outside of Christianity to inside of Christianity. So the natural first place to start would be to read the Bible. Remember, for Sam, who's on the outside of Christianity looking in, the Bible is nothing more than a book which makes claims about God, the human condition, and history. Sam is under no obligation to think of the Bible as anything other than that. Sam is not obligated to revere the text in any way. Sam is free to consider all of the possibilities as to the nature of the text. Sam can consider that the book is full of lies. Sam can consider that the book is full of truths. Sam can consider that the book is a mixture of both lies and truths. Sam can consider that the book may be full of errors or misunderstandings on behalf of the authors. Sam is under no obligation to think of the authors as anything other than fallible humans making observations, assumptions, and possibly reading meaning into situations where there may be none. There's nothing obligating Sam to only consider or assume any one set of possibilities. As Sam reads, it would be intellectually compromising for them to assume that any of the things they are reading are true. So, Sam does not assume that any of the things they are reading are true. Now, the Bible makes a lot of claims which seem to be impossible, so one might be tempted to assume that those claims are false. However, Sam is aware that the Bible is not just asking them to believe that these things happened on their own. The Bible is assuming the context of an almighty creator God being at work in the history of humanity. Seeing that Sam cannot determine whether or not an almighty God would be possible, Sam recognizes that the otherwise impossible claims that the Bible makes may actually be possible given the context of an almighty God. However, this does not mean that the claims of the Bible are true, nor does it necessarily mean that the claims that the Bible makes make any sense in the context of an almighty God. So Sam continues to consider the Bible's claims and reads on. But before we continue, what do you think? Have we made it this far without intellectual compromise? I look forward to your thoughts.